Hi.
Yes.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're Central Time, 5 minutes late.
Sorry.
And I'm happy to report that today I didn't get yelled at before coming on live.
That's true.
So that's a good sign.
Maybe because it's
Can you scratch my back a second?
Oh, I don't want to say what
Please.
I did.
Please.
Okay. So,
Hey, Frankie. Can you scratch, please?
No,
It
it's
itches.
probably.
My back itches right in the middle.
We don't.
Come on, scratch
I
your
feel like
purpose.
where I was, but I wasn't with you
down.
most of the day, so I
Down.
think that's probably why I didn't scold you. Get on my nerves all day long. Anyways,
Thank you, honey.
I have to tell
What's
you
up,
something.
John?
It's been a really great week. Not only did we have our event,
Hello,
hey,
Leanne. I was
and
watching Tim's.
John and Leanne.
I was
but,
watching Tim's
his
live
rant?
before.
His rant?
No, he
does
went
a
live.
rant.
He said something about murdering his wife. What did he say? It was just very funny.
Why do you not?
But he
cuss?
told I
Why
don't
not-
know.
I mean,
I didn't button. No, but he just made a funny reference about someone he wished a birthday to who got all bent out of
But
shape.
he's one with Rico.
Because he was in Washington.
Yeah,
I
he's in-
don't know
yeah.
if he's back in there.
Hey, Craig.
No, but someone we wished a happy birthday to,
Yeah.
got all bent out of shape because he wished him a happy birthday a day early.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, who the hell knows?
Wasn't it nice to say happy birthday?
No,
Hey,
like she
Melanie.
unfriended him.
Holy moly. Oh my God, people are crazy. People are crazy, people. Listen, we went to a really amazing event last night, and I went live, so you may have seen it on my feed, but I will tell you something. I am so
What's up, Craig?
inspired by the people in Livingston. I'm going to tell you, there are a few people specifically. Saba Khan is extraordinary. Vinita is extraordinary.
Hey,
Both
man.
of them were dressed in their saris.
They
Okay.
were the
Well, they
traditional.
were
So
traditional,
last
okay.
night at
Right.
Livingston, there was
Hey,
a
hey,
Religions of the World
Cray,
program that was put on by Saba Khan
Well, it was
and
with the,
who chaired and Mike Raymer.
No, but this is
and
it's part of
Diversity
the-
Committee.
Yes.
Committee for Diversity.
Yes.
Right,
And I
so-
tell you, not every town has this,
so
and I'll
Billy-
tell you, there are other towns that want to do it, and they
Billy
should.
Fine,
okay?
right?
But,
And,
but Saba, Mike Raymer,
and
Vinita,
Keith.
and then there was a panel with the 5 top representation of the 5 top religions. Now, before we tell you what the 5 top religions, Vinita did in a fun, hey Deborah, a fun trivia regarding religion around the world, and I
Right.
knew a lot of the answers. I will be proud to say. I'm going to ask a couple of the questions.
there were no prizes though.
You could put, there should have been. Hey, Rami, what are, before we
Rami
tell
Sibo.
you, what are the 5
Shabbat Shalom.
top religions of the world alphabetically? Okay? So before we tell you, we just talk about it cryptically. We are going to tell you, I'm going to also ask you, I know, Rami, you know this, how old does a boy need to be for a bar mitzvah? And how old does a girl need to be for a bat mitzvah? And what is the...
Hey, Jesse.
What is the oldest book in the Old Testament, New Testament? What was the question? I think the
I have
oldest
no
book.
idea what you're even looking at.
Oh no! How
What did
many
I say?
books?
How many books? You're not going to go through and name all the trivia questions.
Hey
from this.
Farha, I'm talking about last night. Hey Jesse, happy Friday, Shabbat Shalom, and how do you say Shabbat Shalom in the other 4
But
religions
there would be
in the
no
world?
Shabbat Shalom in the other religions. They don't celebrate Shabbat.
Well, one of those, I'll give you a hint, is Judaism, which is what I identify as. Let me tell you, there were breakouts for the all 5. And I went to 2 of them. And then we spoke to...
itches.
What?
My eye itches.
Okay, let me tell you something. It was an enlightening evening. It was an evening of community. It was an evening of love and kind and peace and compassion. It was about humanity and peoplehood. And let me tell you, people like you, Farha, I gotta tell you, I think I was you many years ago. You're the new me because you are the future of,
So you're the old you?
no, because the thing is, I love how she's documenting. She goes live, she takes
No,
photos,
it's just-
she posts.
I love people who are-
Farha, you have such amazing
who are-
energy and your goodness.
Tuned in and just like...
First of all, Farha
into
is
what's
Farha
going
and
on.
Holly is Holly. I'm not trying to say anything out of turn here because each of us is a unique being. Oh my God, I got to do a digression. Hey, Gail, this morning I had 11 riders in my class. Don't say hope because she's sick. So that's my...
Don't read this text
Hi,
out loud.
Diane.
Don't.
Diane
Forden is
Diane,
watching.
I want to
Holy
send you an influencer
cow.
pack. Diane, this is the future of health and brides are stressed. You need to talk about this, please. Let's connect.
Should we go to Bridal Market?
So the 5 religions
in
being,
April?
no one has commented. Okay, hey, Don.
Okay, go
We should
ahead. Go
I
ahead,
love
do it.
Diane.
Let's do it,
First of all,
baby.
Diane
Do it.
sketches. Okay?
Do it.
Oh my God.
Do it.
She threw away those
We'll
books. How'd she do
we'll
that?
tell that
How'd you
story.
do that, Diane?
We'll tell
Okay,
that
Bridal
story.
Guide, editor-in-chief forever. Right?
Yeah.
She's the emeritus Bridal Guide editor.
Prior to everyone having, I'll
Hey,
tell the
Sue.
story right now. Prior to everyone having phones, cameras, phone cameras.
Oh my God.
Camera phones. At the Bridal Runway, Diane Forden, editor-in-chief of Bridal Guide for over 2 decades,
Long time.
would sketch the design.
They were extraordinary.
As they walked the
Down the
runway,
runway.
she would sketch.
And that
pencil
was her
sketch,
reference. And that was your reference.
And that's how she would
No,
reference.
so how you would
the gown.
how you would decide on what are
Did
the
they
trends?
have the description? Did they have that sheet of paper did they always have that sheet of paper
I don't know.
with this dress, this dress, this dress?
No, but it didn't matter. She was still.
No, but what I'm saying is,
I don't know if they. I'm assuming Diane would
how
know.
to identify.
But let me tell you this. So the 5. Okay, so just so you know, Diane has been.
I was like a stupid idiot at the Bridal Runway.
But I
show.
wasn't, because I love fashion.
I was like blind.
You didn't matter. You just were a videographer for that.
gowns.
You were the executive.
No, I used
producer.
to watch. I used to like Panina Tournay because
Yeah.
they were
They're
dressed like
naked.
in lingerie.
They're kind of like naked, right? Corsets. Okay, so 5 top religions, being no one's answered me, are in alphabetical order.
Go ahead.
Christianity. No, wrong. Buddhism. Buddhism is B. Christianity is C. Okay. Hinduism. H-I-J, right? H-I-J. Islam and Judaism. Those are the top 5. There's more. There's 8. There's 12. There's others, but they
So
focus.
it was a great.
Hi, Tara.
It was a great program.
Yes, you. Well, by the way, Deborah, you were writing
Yes,
that
she
as
was
I
right.
said it, and you
there's
are
a delay.
right.
There's a
Oh my God.
a few second delay.
Thank you,
So-
Deborah, for contributing and answering that top
Yeah.
trivia question.
So
Did you all know
so
you're on the
it was
game
a-
show right now?
So
You have 5
I feel
minutes.
like I'm on a 3-hour
Ooh.
cruise. Okay, so
Wait
listen.
a second. My spin class this morning was off the charts, amazing. 11. Gina came. She introduced it to Marla. Marla came. Rebecca came. Please, I love Sadia Maria, always there, and Anthony. And I have other people that are there, Rebecca and Suzanne, and I had others, and I am so grateful. It is the best way to start my Friday morning. So,
Not the best way.
well, the second best way. But Robert is going to tell you a little bit more about religions of the world, and he's going to tell you yesterday we got the West Texas Tribune, and we were in it twice.
So there were breakout sessions for each of the religions that you could go to. So
let me say them again. Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, and Judaism. 5.
so we only stayed for one round of breakouts.
Or 1.5.
1.5. We spent the other half in the hallway, which we'll get
And
to.
talking about this. We have 5
And
minutes.
yes,
5.
and what was I saying? So,
Last night we were in the hall with
right,
Alan and
right.
Michael.
Right.
So our friend
so
Jeff.
wait. So we sat in on
I think you're
the
gonna say it.
Buddhism,
Yeah.
which I found very interesting,
It's
and I
fabulous.
have a connection to Buddhism from my Staten Island days because a good friend of mine, he should rest in peace. He died of AIDS.
I'm sorry.
Was a Buddhist, him and his wife, and it was the first time I was exposed to Buddhism, and I had was at his home and saw his where he would chant to his altar, I guess, whatever they call. I believe it was an altar.
Well, she really discussed a lot of cool stuff
And
about.
it was just very interesting because it's like a religion, but it's
orientation.
more of a philosophy.
Right.
It's like there's no holidays and there's no real rules. It's just about enlightenment. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool,
It's
know.
really great.
It's like, can you be part of another religion and that religion, So it was just a very interesting conversation.
It's a beautiful, beautiful people.
And then the last half an hour that we were, 20 minutes that we were there, we were out in the hallway because generally is where we get stuck as we're leaving, as people are coming in, we kind of get stuck in conversation there. and we got to see Alan Karpus, who we hadn't seen in a few weeks, a couple months probably. Hadn't seen him.
Michael,
Who we
Councilman
like
Michael
a lot.
Vieira.
Councilman
Michael
Michael
Reber
Vieira
walked
was
in.
there, and then former council member Dr. Reber, Michael Reber, walked in, who's current member of the planning board, who we were in front of 2 weeks ago there. And so all of this cannabis conversation is kind of coming to a head.
In Livingston.
In Livingston here.
I mean,
And
all across the country, but in Livingston.
So my reference in what I wrote about, for those of you not on my feed, was about being front page above the fold, right? So, I mean, there's probably a certain age cutoff for people who are watching this, possibly, that have no idea what that reference means.
Some people might not know it either if they placed an ad or editorial.
Well, right. So the conversation about the cannabis situation in Livingston was front page on the Tribune, right? So my reference to above the fold, right? So the newspaper folds, right? So the most important news is on the front page above the fold, right? This is the fold in the paper. So here's the article. Those of you can see that, right?
And it's continued.
And so there were
Turn it
two.
around.
Wait. So there were two. There were two articles actually. One written about the planning board, and the other
About the
town
town
council.
council. Both of them. And they're both
Holly and I
continued.
were mentioned in both. And
we
it's
spoke.
quite a lengthy article, and it was continued. And in addition
Why
to
should we
that,
take Jeff?
in addition to that, we can tag him out.
Next week, right there. Right
In
there,
addition
right
to
there.
that, our friend Jeff, who was with us at the planning board, also
Was above the fold.
was above the fold on page 4
in the
on the opinion letters to the editor.
Letters to the editor.
Letters to the editor. He referenced the snow job in Livingston, snow blowing at the planning board meeting, right? So we may photograph this.
Yeah,
or
I think we
scan
should
it
share
so
them.
we can.
Yeah. So actually,
we
this
can
paper went to the
share
whole town of
that. We probably
Livingston.
need
It's one
to-
of those editions.
Oh, so maybe
you
they'll
can
let
scan
us.
it.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh no, I have the online. I have the online.
Yeah, but I don't want to violate any copyright or anything like that.
Oh, we're allowed to share
with
the
them.
articles.
We'll
No,
check
no.
and make sure that we
Okay.
can.
I'll ask. I know the
right way.
publisher. She's a friend. I love
So
her.
right now we're in the midst of this. Actually, nothing was changed. The town council is going to take up essentially
Joyce.
the same
Last night was great.
proposal. And
well,
my
it's gonna.
my
The
question
conversation's continuing. Your big question is why.
Is why, it's like I've been to 2 meetings so far where the only people who were willing to speak up and vocal and passionate about this subject were all people who were against the ban on cannabis, especially medical cannabis, in Livingston. So that's my concern, is that here we have elected officials who are supposed to be acting on behalf of those who elected them. And here are community members who are voicing their opinion. And my fear is that our town council is going to vote contrary to what is being vocalized in town in favor of medical cannabis.
Even though we voiced
and
this loud and
cannabis and
clear.
voiced it and obviously had influence over the planning board. I'm hoping we have the same influence over the town council. I've already had Councilman Vieira accompany me to Harmony ATC, Alternative Treatment Center. We met with Nico, who's the manager over there, spent a ton of time with us.
We need to go.
And also we'll be
Taking
visiting. Our mayor, Al Anthony, has also expressed interest in accompanying me to an ATC as well to see what it's all about. So hopefully when they make the decision they're going to make the right decision.
Well, we're going to be speaking up.
And
They really, this is going to be a
so-
toughie. They can't just vote this in.
Well, they can. And my fear is that they will.
Well,
So
that would be really short-sighted.
So have a great Friday, everyone. We're going to try and come back over the weekend.
We're going to celebrate a friend's anniversary tonight.
Yes.
So I am looking forward to that.
And yeah, everyone have a great weekend. If you're watching this a replay, let us know what time of day you're watching
And
this.
if you don't want us, I actually said to Michael last night, I said, are you okay that we say hello to you?
Yeah, and if you don't want us, if you
Let us
want to
know.
watch and you want to watch live, but you don't want us to acknowledge you,
Let us know.
message one of us, and we're more than happy to keep you anonymous as best as possible, or use a pseudonym for you, or your initials, or something like that. But we do find out every day when we talk to people, like, oh, you know, we had someone yesterday, you know, reference our show. So we're 2020 is going to be a very interesting year
Feel free to share.
for many reasons, and we're letting the universe steer us. It's been very good to us so far.
Thanks, Deborah. I answered your question.
Thank
13
you.
is for a boy.
We're gonna have
and
to
a girl
send
can be-
Deborah a
and then-
prize.
And we will end the...
We're going to send Deborah a
Okay.
prize.
Yes, we will. Actually, we will. But
We have Deborah's address.
Deborah, PM me your address.
Send us your address,
Please.
Deborah, because
I know Bobby has it, 'cause she's more jewelry.
We need to send you.
Yeah. And
we need
she's
to send
purchased
you
other
a
things.
prize.
Yeah.
For a prize of appreciation
And for your
for being
engagement.
such a loyal,
Number one engagement.
viewer. We have something very special.
But just so
to
you all
send
know, 13 is the age of a boy, bar mitzvah, and a girl can be 12. And I will never forget that our friend Sharon and Sheldon Fleischman had both their children only a year apart, 12 and 13. They were able to do it
It
together,
was a lot of fun.
right? Because
It
they
was
were
a lot
12
of fun.
and
Hey,
13.
Johanna.
Okay.
Beautiful one.
Have an amazing weekend, and we'll be back tomorrow.
You've been warned.